Welcome to Dude RV. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by. And of course, say it with me, you got here just in time. That's right, just in time, because it's Friday and it's time for another edition of Friday's Finds. Now, you background watchers are looking to see, okay, he's on the porch, he's on the patio, but we're not in the house yet. But I do have a propane truck up there. We're getting gassy today. All right, we've got 5 products today. Let's open some boxes. We're gonna start with the big box from Pegzone. It's a big one. I don't even know how to start. First off, we don't want to show barcodes or anything like that. So let me do some cutting and some arranging, and then I'll be back. This is ClampOn, a multi-purpose pegboard organizer shelf from Pegzone. Some assembly is required. And here's what it looks like. And I have just a place for it, but let's see what all is in this package. Some assembly is required. When we're all said and done, it should look kind of like that. Let me put it together. And I have just the place for it. We got some fun stuff. We really do. We got some cool stuff. So we opened the biggest one. Now we're gonna go to the flattest one. Biggest to flattest. And I gotta do that because, yeah, you'll see. This one's just got me so excited. Y'all remember, if you've been following Friday's Finds for very long, you'll remember about a year ago, I worked with a set of steak knives that were hands down the most beautiful thing to eat with. I still have those. I still use them. I love them. And they reached out to me again. They said, would you be interested in some more knives? I'm like, oh man, yeah. You gotta see these. This set is awesome. The Siokami Classic Series multifunctional butcher knife set. Oh, gotta hide that. All right, this would make a perfect wedding gift, Father's Day gift. Any guy would love this. I mean, any carnivore, any meat-eating guy. Safety instructions, how to use, designed in Japan. Designed in Japan. Oh, look at that. This is such a beautiful, I mean, that is a beautiful work of art. And then we have a boning knife. Oh, I'm gonna have to buy a big old steak or something. And then we have a cleaver. Oh man, I like that. It's got some great balance to it. Look at the pattern. That means I gotta go shopping for some meat. We needed to test a cleaver. I love it. It'd be a perfect addition to my dining experience. That's awesome. Okay. Let me put my toys away. I gotta go find some meat to cleaver, to cut. to render the Siokami knives. All right, moving right along. We are let's open another box. Colorful driving. We have an older car. It's paid for. Got some stains on the leather seat. Car Pass wanted to get in on the Friday's Finds action, and so they sent us something that is kind of interesting. I'm not sure if I can get into the dang box. There we go. These would be like slip covers for your car seat. Well, it's a set of two. There's the instructions. So we'll be putting on one on for you to see. All right, moving right along. We ready for a small one? Let's go to the front door. No, literally, that's where this product goes to the front door. This is the Philips. This is a well-trusted brand, dual camera video doorbell. Dual camera video doorbell. For my electrician, so we're in case you don't know, we're building a house, and the electrician's asking me about doorbells. I said I need just the most basic doorbell. Why? Well, because people send me doorbells and things. So this has a chime. What else is in this box? I presume this is the doorbell camera itself. It's a nice unit. Template, sticker, mounting brackets. I guess that's in case you have a, I don't know. I guess I gotta read some instructions. There we go. All the wiring. Some assembly required. All right. Let me open another box. I'll push this to the side. We'll open another box, and then I'll spend the next 2 days assembling products. Let's open another box. This one is gonna be fun. This comes to us. Where's this come to us from? Zero Core sent this to us. This is a portable power station with a solar panel. So that means this is a bona fide solar generator, not just a battery bank. How cool is that? So we have a box, and in that box will be charging stuff, owner's manual, and we have a handy dandy, oh, that's got some weight to it. So this is a, what, 40 watt? Yeah. A 40 watt solar panel. This will be great for your traveling. We got multiple different, so you can plug it by charging in the car, you got a brick, and then we have a solar panel. Let's see the unity size. Oh, that's a handy size too. All right, and we are blind. I am blind. I am blind. It's model R100. It's got 146 watts. So this would be considered a 100 watt solar charger. A solar generator. All right, so we need to charge it up and then power some stuff. So let me get things set up and we will do just that. I think we need to cover up the little spot. Let's cover it up. Not too bad at all for what it is. I mean, you're not doing a total refinish on the seat, but if, let's say you're driving every day, sliding in and out, that will definitely protect the actual OEM material. Let's see how it looks when I sit down on it. When I sit down on it, hold on. And there's a place. Not too shabby. I like it. On a long road trip, this would be handy. On a long. Yeah, if you're doing a lot of riding, that'll protect the seat on the car. Not bad at all. All right, we're moving right along. Y'all ready for the big pegboard reveal? I worked hard on this. You better appreciate what I've created here. Check this out. I took one of my old work benches, reassembled it, and turned it into our outdoor kitchen, thanks to the pegboard. We do a lot of cooking outside. Now we can do more cooking outside. We got a kitchen right there, and now we've got a kitchen out here. And I really like the pegboard. Gives me a place to put the spices, the utensils, paper towels. Always looking for a place for the paper towels. It's got a nice tall man's workspace so that I can demo these really cool knives. Speaking of, we need to get something to cut. Need to get something to cut up. All right, let's go find something to cut up. So we are recording on both this camera and these two cameras. And it just indicated that someone had pressed my doorbell button. Not too much of a delay. You could actually have a conversation with that. One thing I did discover is that as I walk away, yeah, it's still pretty sensitive. It is recommended that your doorbell module be located between the router and the doorbell. And I found that to be accurate because my Wi-Fi router's up there right now, not down here. And it actually seems to work as a bridge It did not. So when I had that little module inside the building, but apparently the metal skin keeps it from connecting to the Wi-Fi 6. So keep that in mind. But I like this doorbell. I like it quite a bit. Here's some footage of hello, 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 hello. Someone passed in front. All right, moving right along. I'm really impressed with the amount of power that this little thing has. It's enough to power my CPAP most of the night if I don't have the heater on. If I run the heater, it won't do that. So the inverter actually pulls power too, so you always want to remember to turn your inverter off. So we're at 87%. It was at 100%, but I left the inverter on. Turn the inverter on right there. Let's see. We have a fan over here. Let's see if we can power a fan. There you go. And we also have, so we've got the inverter on, so we can turn the inverter off, which is right there, but we still have power. What's interesting, what's cool is we can charge it and use it at the same time. So now we're charging and using the same thing at the same time. So it shows we're a little flashing light there. That means that we are charging. So we can plug that in. All these different connectors. That's a great little package. Perfect to leave in the car for when you need to run the laptop or something. All right. I like it, and I know you will too. All right, all right, all right. We are going to cut some meat with these knives. Now, I have sanitized them. Got a couple of things we are going to use these knives on. We're going to start off with a roast. I'm going to make some jerky in my smoker. So I'm going to use these knives and slice me some thin pieces of meat.
That's pretty sharp right there. let's try a big one.
I love the Damascus steel look. I think this is the better one for doing this.
All right, well, I'm gonna finish this up and then we'll be back. I got a low battery, so I'll go get the pork loin. All right, we've got the pot roast is cooking. Now we're gonna do up some bacon wrapped pork loin skewers. Nice and sharp. Ooh, look at that. I need to dip you over here to the other side. That way you can see how sharp that is. Hardly any pressure. Wow. Let's go with the big one. You almost just check that out. All right. Cleaver. I love these knives. I like the way they look. I like the way they handle. They are well balanced. I like them a lot. All right. I'm gonna hyperlapse you showing what I'm doing with this. It's not elaborate. So all of these items are available on Amazon. And being the gracious host that I am, I will provide you with purchase opportunities. The first one of those will be in the cards above. That will take you to the Amazon, the Dude RV Gear Recommendations Amazon page and the Friday's Finds 2025 shopping list. So all the products that are on this show in 2025 will be in that shopping list. Your business is most appreciated. Now, if you don't want to mess with the shopping list, you just want to go get the sunglasses. Well, there'll be a direct product link in the description below, identifying what the product is, and a link that will take you directly to the page. So it would really help the channel out if you click on the direct product links. That shows up on their metrics, so they're more inclined to send me more products to show you on this Friday's Finds thing we got going on. And of all these products this week, I think these sunglasses are going to be my very favorite, and you'll be seeing them anytime you see these on my face, the link will be in the description below. I might just make that a permanent fixture because I really like these sunglasses. We are at the end of this edition of Friday's Finds. Man, we were all over the place this one with the doorbell and sharp knives and battery pack. What else? Oh yeah, and the pegboard, peg rack. We got a whole new kitchen. How about that? All right, we're done. If this is your first visit to the Dude RV Traveling Roadshow, of course I'm not doing much traveling right now, trying to get a house built. But if this is your first visit, I sure appreciate you stopping by, and if you're still with me at this point, thank you. I'd be honored if you'd consider clicking on the subscribe button. That really helps a small channel to grow. And your attention is most appreciated. For those of you who have been following along, thank you. I'm honored. Thank you for watching my videos. For our patrons, your generosity is most helpful. Thank you. It helps us keep going. You guys rock. All right, y'all come back now, you hear?